Past years, Turkey's been asserting itself as a responsible regional power. It's been trying to solve the neighborhood problems. But do you think that the Turkish government is able of bringing a reasonable agreement between the Cypriot Greeks and itself over the island that is reasonable for both sides? And if this happens, do you think that this could clear the pathway for Turkey to enter the EU?
Oh, well, I'll take the last part first. I haven't yet met a Turkish leader who wants to join the EU. I mean, in the sense of signing over sovereignty to Brussels. Everybody wants the process of the useful process, the game, where Turkey pretends to join the EU and the EU pretends to be negotiating with Turkey. That was the game until a few years ago, and it worked pretty well. Turkey changed. A lot of the good stuff we've seen in the last 10 years is because of that accession process working well, and a lot of the bad stuff we're seeing today is because the accession process has broken down, in my view, because Turkey's lost its way a bit, in my view. However, I think that the process could be revitalized if there was a reasonable solution on Cyprus. Unfortunately, when I go to Ankara, I feel like I'm facing a polished granite wall. Unfortunately, it's really unfortunate that for 40 years, Turkish society, Turkish politicians, Turkish officials have not met or talked to Greek Cypriots at all. So they have no idea what the Greek Cypriots want or are thinking or anything. But they think that they know, because the Greek Cypriots behaved very, very badly in the 60s. And they're appalling. They killed lots of people. They forced Turkish Cypriots into ghettos and things. It's all true, but that was in the 60s. That was 50 years ago. I mean, that was a sort of, lots of bad things were happening in those times in lots of parts of the world. That's not to say that the Greek Cypriots have changed. And in Ankara, the problem is that they do not believe that the Greek Cypriots want to settle. And they base that belief on total ignorance of what the Greek Cypriots are. And that's the tragedy. That's what has to be overcome, and I think that's why the two sides need to do this additional protocol and start trading with each other, get to know each other a bit better, and then you'd have a basis for a settlement. And the Greek Cypriots are also seem irrational to Turkey because they are so angry. They are kicking and biting and scratching and pulling hair, and they're fighting dirty, okay? Because they are so weak. And also because they are so terrified of Turkey. As I said, they are 1/100th the size of Turkey. They have no military presence that is worth anything. And so they will behave in the most difficult manner possible until the point where they feel safe with Turkey. And that means Turkey, for probably over a period of years, sending messages to the Greek Cypriots saying, we are not going to attack you. We want peace. We want to settle with you. Please be reasonable. We're trying to be reasonable. Let's, ideally, let's talk. But right now, it's not happening. We're pushing for it, but we're just an NGO with 150 people. Okay, Melis.